P minus consumption of fixed capital.
GDP
MP
at MP
minus consumption of fixed
consumption of
capital.
fixed capital. Very good. Okay, so that is the formula for finding out net domestic product. Next one at market price. Next one GDP at factor price. I mean factor cost FC. What is that? GDP at FC. This I didn't give you, I think, right? Okay, just write it down. GDP MP, GDP MP minus indirect tax plus subsidies. Indirect tax plus subsidies. Okay, so GDP at factor cost, how to find out that? Just say someone, anyone. GDP at factor cost. GDP FC, how to find out that?
GDP minus indirect tax plus subsidy.
Indirect tax plus subsidies. Okay, next one. NDPFC, this I told you. NDPFC. What is that? NDPFC.
DPMP.
Huh? What is that? Tell, I couldn't hear. It was lagging. Nobody knows.
NDPMP minus indirect tax plus subsidies.
Okay, NDPMP minus indirect tax plus subsidies. That's what you told, right? Now, in this, there is one more method I told you. What is that? Instead of that NDPMP, you can write one more thing. What is that NDPMP? Instead of that, what we can write?
GDPMP minus consumption of fixed goods.
Very good. GDP MP minus consumption of fixed capital. I'll just share the screen. I have written down few points related to that formulas. Okay, now previous. Yeah. Now, in this I have written 2-3 points more. Factor cost, whenever they ask factor cost, you are learning GDP, FC, NDP, FC, you are writing FC, right? Whenever you have to find the factor cost, please write it, you have to find in this way. I mean market price in the sense what is the GDP or whatever it comes. From that minus indirect tax plus subsidy. So FC if it is asked like NDPFC, GDPFC, this indirect tax should be reduced plus subsidies should be added. Okay, you can write it down just in your notebook. Another one thing I told you regarding net. Whenever they ask net, there will be some gross. From gross we have to minus something. Here what we are minusing, that is depreciation, consumption of fixed capital. So the first two you may not have. You can write it down. And the other three what I discussed now, I just asked you what are the formulas of it, and the NTPFC, which is the last one which I asked you, instead of this you can write what? Sorry, instead of this what you can write? GDPMP minus consumption of fixed capital. What you can write?
NDPMP.
NTPMP. Okay, correct. Now I hope you are thorough with these formulas. Okay, we are going to the next one. All these what I told you, this is related to domestic within the country. Now same thing will come, but when we are taking national, I told you one thing we will include. What is that one thing which we will include? I told you, I asked you in the previous class. What is that? We have to include.
From abroad.
What is that?
Net factor income from abroad.
Very good. Net factor from income from abroad. That we have to add. So whenever we are asking for national product, this should be added. Now take it next slide. National product. How we can find the national product? Domestic product plus factor cost from abroad, from the people what we are earning, from other people, the Indians, we are going to other country and we are earning income, so that income will come in this, minus factor cost paid to non-residents of our country. Okay, or to put it in other words, you see that I have put here or. This will be more easy for you to understand. To get the national product, domestic product we will take plus NFIA. This NFIA is the one which I have given here. Okay, so if for your, which one is more easy for you, that you can copy it. National product to find out, domestic product plus NFIA. What is this NFIA? That is what I have given here. Okay. Now, in this, now we are coming to gross national product, net national product at market price, gross national product and net national product at factor cost. Okay. Now here GNPMP. GNPMP means gross national product at market price. What is the formula to find out? Okay, that is equal to GDPMP plus NFIA. Write it down, all these formulas. GDPMP plus NFIA. What is this GDPMP? We have to find all the value of all the outputs. That is what you mean by GDPMP. Now, write down all the formulas. You have to learn this, then only it will be applicable. This will be applicable for solving the problems what I give. Now, I hope you know the full form of all these. I mean, gross national product at market price. If you don't know, expand it and write it. Net national product at market price. National, whenever national comes, we have to include factor from abroad. Now, third one, GNP, gross national product at FC. That is GDPFC. Now, when we have to find out something from here, GDPFC, you know how to find out GDPFC. There will be another formula. Okay, so apply that plus NFIA. That is what we have to do. Okay, now net national product at FC is equal to, how we can find out? NDP, national domestic product at factor cost plus NFIA. Have you written all these formulas? Everyone? Okay. Now, I am giving you a question where you have to calculate national income and GNP. So, first thing you have to see whether it is domestic or whether it is national. Okay. Now, write it down this problem in your notebook. Calculate national income and GNP at MP. This is MP. Now they have given NDP-MP this much rupees, net indirect tax this much, consumption of fixed capital, oh sorry, it's gone. It is 13. Net factor income from abroad, it is -1. All wrote the question? Everybody finished? No. Okay, then write it down. Finished everyone? Okay, now see the question. We have to find national income. Okay, now national income means NNP at FC. Now you have a formula for this. Try to apply and see whether you are getting the answer. What all things you have to do or find out, just see. Can anyone say the formula to find out?
NFC plus
Ah.
NFIA.
Okay, find out. Now NDPFC, I think they have given you directly that NDPFC, right? No, they have given NTPMP. So how to convert that? NTPFC is somewhere they have, you have written, what is that NTPFC? Well, how to find out NDPFC? Someone?
NDPMP minus indirect tax plus subsidies.
Yes, NDPMP minus indirect tax plus subsidies. See, it's all linked here. They have not given you directly the things. They have asked you the question. You have to calculate NNPFC. And that formula is what now? NDP, yeah, FC plus NFIA. This is the formula, right? Now, NTPFC from where we will get? That is given in the first slot of formula. So, see there, NTPFC, how? There they have given NTPMP. So, in this you can get how to find out NTPFC. You will get anybody got NDPFC? Anila, are you there? Elvina, Grishma, Anjo, are you doing? Ashish, Aditya, please do that. It's a simple one. Just I will give you time. Slowly you can do. just tell me any one person how to find out NDPFC. I mean, not the formula. So, I think some of you might have applied it. Which all numbers we have to take? First, we have to take NTP-MP. How much is that?
114.
114. In that, we have to minus what?
Indirect tax.
Net indirect tax. That is how much?
12.
12. Okay. From that, we have to add subsidies. Whether do we have any subsidies there?
No.
No, it's not given. Okay, so just leave it. Don't worry about it. Subsidies, it is not given, it means 0. So you might have got NDPFC. How much you got?
102.
102. 114 minus 12. How much you got?
102.
102. Okay. Now, from that, what we have to do next step? We have to add NFIA. What is that NFIA they have given?
-1.
Minus 1. It is minus 1. Okay. So, you have to add minus 1. So, what will be the answer? $114. Then from that, 114. From that, we are reducing the net indirect tax, and there is no subsidies, so leave that. With this, we have to add this NFIA. How much it is? Minus 1. So, what will be the answer?
101.
101. So, rupees 101 is the answer. Okay. So, that's what I said. They may not give you directly the things. So, you have to find out what is the formula to get this. Like that, indirectly they may give you. Okay. So, I hope all of you got this. Once more, you might have got the answer, you might have done. If you have not understood, at least see, go through once more what they have given and what they are asking, then answer it. Now, only one answer we have done here. One more question is there, that is GNP-MP. How to find out GNP-MP? What is the formula? GNP-MP.
GDP-MP plus NFIA.
Okay. Now, next question. We are two questions are asked in this. GNP-MP. How to find out? That is GDP-FC plus NFIA. This is the formula. Now, what is GDP-FC? Find out GDP-FC whether they have given or not. See whether GDP-FC is given. What is GDP-FC? GDP-FC is given as
GDP-MP, right?
What is that? GNP-MP is the question, right? To find out is GDP-FC plus NFIA, right? That's what
GDP-MP plus NFIA.
Just 1 minute. This is the one, right?
Ma'am, in the question it is given MP.
Oh, sorry. GNP MP. Okay. Oh, I have asked you GNP. Oh, sorry. GDP MP plus NFIA. Okay, now how to find out this GDP MP? They have given here NDP, they have given. Yes, they have given NDP. What is that? NDP MP is given. That you have to convert it into GDP MP. How to do that now? What is the difference you find out between these? In your question, they have given you NDP MP. This is 114. What is the difference between NDP MP and what difference you can see in that? You see the formula. It is something we have to reduce from this. What is that?
Consumption of fixed capital.
That means depreciation. So, to get this NDP MP, we have reduced here depreciation. So, to get GDP MP, what you should do? You didn't get what I asked. NDP MP, what we have done with the depreciation? What we have done?
Subtracted.
Subtracting depreciation. That means in this 114 already that this depreciation is done. What we have to find here? GDP MP. So, to get the GDP MP, what we should do?
Add it.
Yes, very good. Add that depreciation to the NDP MP. Once more I am telling, the formula is GDP MP plus NFIA. We don't know this GDP MP. We have only this with us, NTP MP. This NTP MP should become GDP MP. How to make it GDP MP? That means with this, if you add consumption of fixed capital or depreciation, you will get the GDP MP. Gross net difference, you keep it. Net means there is nothing. We have reduced something. Gross means we have to add something. Is there any doubt for you people? Once more I will tell you. We have to find out GNP MP. Okay? The formula to find out the GNP MP is GDP MP plus NFIA. Now this GDP MP they have not given to us directly. How to find out? What they have given, that is NDP MP. Okay. Now to convert this NDP or how to come to this GDP MP, with this NDP MP, if we add depreciation or if we add consumption of fixed capital, we will get this GDP MP. Okay. So find out how much it is. Anybody got the answer? From that, then you have to add NFIA. Anyone got the answer? Amal, you got the answer? No. Okay. What is GDP MP you got? What is NDP MP in this question? Amal, what is NDP MP in this question? I mean, how much, what is that they have given?
114.
114, that is what they have given. Okay, what I told NDP MP, to make it GDP MP, what we should do? What we have to do? What did I say? Anybody else? I said something now. To make it to GDP, we have to do something. What we have to do?
Add the depreciation.
Add the depreciation. So, Amal, add the depreciation or consumption of fixed capital. Consumption of fixed capital is the same as depreciation. So, what they have given as consumption of fixed capital? How much they have given? Amal? I can't hear you.
13.
13 they have given. So that means if you add 114, that is what NDP MP. With that, if we are adding 13, that is depreciation, it becomes GDP MP. Okay? Now we are coming to the formula here. You got already the GDP MP now, plus you have to do NFIA. Now with this, what we have to do? Plus, what is the NFIA? NFIA, how much is, what is the amount they have given? NFIA directly they have given. How much, what is the amount? Anyone?
-1.
-1. So, find out the answer for this now.
126.
126 rupees. Okay. Now, this is, that's what I said. They may not give you directly the things. You should be familiar with the formula. You should know the formula. Okay, and you should know like these things. NDP MP is given. How to find out GDP MP? So what we should add or what we should reduce? Sometimes they may give GDP MP. Then how will you find NDP MP? Anyone? NDP MP, to get the GDP MP, what you did?
Add the depreciation.
Add the depreciation. Now they imagine that they have given you GDP MP, you have to find out NDP MP. What you should do?
Subtract the depreciation.
Minus, you have to reduce the what is that, consumption of fixed capital. Okay, so please go on reading these formulas unless it should register in your mind. Okay, it is a lot of, sometimes they may ask you some problems related to it, so you should know all these things how we are doing. Okay, so I have given you formulas mainly related to these things. This, if you have not written down, please copy it down. Two set of formulas I have given you. Okay, now shall I give one more question for doing? Let's just 1 minute. Okay. Calculate NNP-MP. Just write it down. Calculate NNP-MP. MP. In that one more question is there that I am not giving. So only NNP-MP I am giving. Okay. Now in that NDP FC is equal to 96. Now NNP, understand that it is a national one or domestic one. What is that? Is it national or domestic? Question, in the question what they have asked, it is national. So clearly you have to understand that NFIA should be there. Okay. So they have given domestic product at factor cross 96. Net indirect tax is 10. Then consumption of fixed capital, I am just writing the short form of this, you do not write, you should know what it is. Consumption of fixed capital is equal to 12. Then NFIA is minus 1. Now in this calculate NNP-MP. Now calculate NNP-MP. You think what is the formula for this? What is given? What is the formula for NNP-MP? Can anyone say? Formula for NNP-MP.
NDP-MP plus NFIA.
NDP MP
plus NFIA.
NFIA. So those who don't know, you can refer this NDP-MP plus NFIA. Now in this you don't know what is NDP-FC. Yes? NDP-MP. They have given NDP-FC here. How to come to, from this how we can come to NDP-MP? Think.
NDP-FC is equal to NDP-MP minus indirect tax plus subsidies.
Okay. So start doing, just find out how this NDP, this part alone you find out, then we can add what is NFIA. Okay, from this is NDP-FC, that is 96. From that what we have to reduce? We have to reduce something, yes? Or add something. What we have to do? I don't know. Do we have to add something or do we have to reduce something?
Reduce.
Reduce? Is it reduce? They have given here NDP FC. From that you have to go to NDP market price. How to go to NDP MP? Somebody said minus indirect tax and subsidies, I mean plus subsidies. That gives you NTPFC. That is what they have given here. But what we have to get here, NDPMP. So, what difference you can see from both of these, NDPMP? You don't see the formula of NDPMP, then it will get confused. You see the relation between these two. What is added, what is not there. Okay, I will ask you one question. In NDPMP, are we including indirect tax and subsidies? In NDP, are we including, in NDPMP, are we including indirect tax and subsidies? Are we including? No. But NDPFC, are we including? We are doing something there with the indirect tax and subsidies, yes or no? You just take the formula of NDPFC, and that's what we have done. We have reduced indirect tax. Have we reduced or not? Did we reduce? See that?
Yes, ma'am.
We have reduced that. So that means in this NDPFC we have reduced indirect tax, but NDPMP we have included the indirect tax. That is the difference there. Okay. See once more the formula or what you have written. You have written like this: NTP is the value of all the production units diminished by consumption of fixed capital but undiminished by indirect tax. That means we have included indirect tax. But at the same time, if you see NDPFC, from that we are reducing the indirect tax. So from NDPFC to NDPMP, to come to that, what we have to do? What we have to do? NDPFC, I'll just see the board now. NDPFC. In this, what we have done with the indirect tax, we have reduced indirect tax. In this, we have to include indirect tax. This is the difference between these two. Now, they have given NDPFC here 96. Do we need NDPFC? What do we need here? We need NDPMP. So, what we have to do?
Add indirect NDPFC.
What is that? Say once more. I couldn't hear.
Add indirect tax to NDPFC.
Add indirect tax to this 96. You will get the NDPMP. Okay. See, when you have written that definition of these net national product, gross national product and all those things, please read that once more. In that it is written, NDP we have reduced indirect tax, NDP at factor cost, NDP at market price we have included the indirect tax. Okay, or something we have written with the subsidies also. So that you have to keep it in your mind. So here to get NDPMP, what we have to do? 96 plus 10. 96 plus 10. What is remaining here now? Something is remaining. What is that? We have to add what with this? This is only NDP-MP. What is remaining? Second part is what?
NFIA
NFIA. How much is NFIA?
-1.
-1. Now find out the answer.
105.
105. Okay, now only 2 sums I have given you. Please go through that, understand how it has come, how NDP-FC has become NDP-MP, how to become like that, how to do like that. Just read it thoroughly, then only the more problems are coming we can do. Okay, so please go through the formulas what I have given, and all the some few 3 definitions I have given. Just read it out, and we have to do more problems. So please just prepare and come for the next class. Okay, everyone, I know it's a serious topic, so you may feel it is a little bit dry and all those things. So just don't think that it is. As you practice more and more, I feel you can just 1 minute.